To news now in politics. The People's National Party is calling for reforms to the country's electoral process following what the PNP says were several issues which played out at polling stations on election day.
The party is also alleging that there was widespread voter suppression caused by the JLP, which contributed to the low voter turnout.
Details in this report.
The PNP's leadership faced the country for the first time since conceding after the general election loss last Wednesday. President Mark Golding again made it clear Thursday the party accepts the outcome of the election.
I'm not seeking to in any way suggest that we are not accepting that the government that has been elected will be duly constituted. I don't want to go down that road. I don't think that's a wise road for Jamaica.
But there are concerns. General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell says slow voting plagued the process on September 3.
There is a question for the ECJ to answer, because if we had a turnout of only 39% and we had such long lines with such delays, one shudder to think what would have happened if the turnout had been 50%.
I would say one other thing, which is that the voters list itself has not been cleansed comprehensively for over a decade. I can't even remember when the last proper re-verification. Early 2000. So it's probably 2 decades now since that was done. You know, the people who die and there's no automatic removal of voters on them. The number on the voters list from which the percentage turnout is derived is a questionable number. And so the voter turnout statistic itself is necessarily understated.
Then there are claims of voter suppression. The PNP members pointed fingers at the JLP for, among other things, allegedly intimidating PNP supporters and paying people not to vote.
There is sufficient evidence to speak to it at this point to suggest that there was indeed an attempt to suppress the votes.
The evidence wasn't shared with the media, and neither has it been formally reported to the police or any other constituted authority. Instead, the PNP announced it will deploy teams into communities to speak with voters about their experience.
So that we can get more tangible information rather than the indirect reports that we have been receiving. Through the reports we're receiving is really through both things like social media, but also more importantly through the campaign structures that we have.
As it relates to Mr. Golding's future as party president following the election loss,
we will be a formidable force in the parliament of the land to hold the government to account and to defend the rights and interests of the Jamaican people. I am happy to announce that all our MPs elect, except for one who is traveling abroad, have signed a letter to the Governor General confirming their support for me to be appointed Leader of the Opposition.
In 2 weeks, the PNP will host its annual conference. A lot more answers could be forthcoming about the party's structure going forward. Halshane Burke, TVJ News.